Oh my gosh, hello. My name is Molly, and I am the GM. I use she, her pronouns. We're here today for another wonderful episode of Tales of the Valiant into Avernus with this wonderful cast of human beings I get the chance to work with every heckin' week. So please make sure that you follow us here on Twitch. Please make sure that you are following us on YouTube and subscribed. Make sure that you're liking all these videos and checking out the VODs and sending it to your friends. We love you so much for watching episode 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're so excited to bring you a really cool new episode here in the beginning. Don't forget to pop into the chat with us. So as I said again, my name is Molly. I use she, her pronouns. And I'm going to kick it over to my friend, Trev.
Hey, I'm Trev. I use they, them pronouns. I'm playing Acra. Let's have a good time. Kicking it over to Max.
Hi there. I'm Max. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm here tonight as Nori, aka Squeaky Boots, passing on to Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex, also Jenny, but complicated. I use she, they pronouns, and I am playing Jellica Quinn, who also uses she, they pronouns.
And then
I'm
Harmony.
Playing Rogan, orc wizard. I use any pronouns, and Rogan uses he, him.
Wicked. Unfortunately, one of Viara's little bean machines is in the hospital tonight. So please think of her little baby beans as we are going through tonight. So sulfurous odors pour from the wound that was once the city of Elturel. The flickering of the second sun, the god's gift to the city to celebrate its status as a beacon of hope in a world of darkness, flashed, darkened over the eyes of those that witnessed it. Impossibly powerful hellfire chains, lava poured from where once freshwater springs ran, and the tremendous rumblings of Toril beneath them still reverberates in the mind and bodies of the survivors and those who escaped. The first few days after the fall, rumors ran rampant about the great pit of Elturel. Scavengers crawled down into the pit, braving the sulfurous odor, looking for anything of value hidden among what they hoped would be wreckage. By the end of the third day, those that were out to work when the fall happened started to form camps along the edge of the crater where Elturel once stood. By the fifth day, the odors had cleared. The deep scar of Elturgard was in full display. The undead from the fields of the dead began to wander south and terrorize the homesteaders that still remained on the outskirts of the city. Quickly, the remaining Hellriders found themselves outnumbered and outflanked. They gathered the survivors and got them into more defensible areas. Assessing the situation, Lieutenant Rhea Mantelmorn and her group of Hellriders rounded up the remaining couple hundred people and looked west to the aft-maligned, often created Instagram content about, and foul-natured Baldur's Gate. What did your characters get up to during this first week as things were going awry? As things you were sort of settling and trying to figure out what actually happened here? Maybe we'll start with Acra. What do you think?
I think in the kind of that first week, Acra, obviously defending any camp that we come across of survivors, trying to safeguard any refugees that we would find, any folks displaced, but also anywhere there would be disruption of nature, especially with the vastness of this crater, the kind of destruction. She would be taking time to tend those areas and try to reestablish some sacred ground, if you will, making sure things maintain an order as we try to assess what's going on while also defending from these undead coming down south.
Okay. Nori, what are you getting up to these while this first week this settles in?
Well, I'm going to be doing some investigation, see what I can find in the area by talking to those that we've managed to see and save. I'll also be setting up a new insurance company offering good return rates for future disasters. They just have to turn over what they have to offer for a good scheme. Although acts of gods are not covered, of course.
Oh, what's Jellica up to?
Jellica is pretty much processing what all happened this past week and has also kind of just been out in some woods nearby, kind of communing with her deity, or at least praying to
Here,
the Great Ranger.
a wing and a prayer.
Maliki.
What is Rogan up to?
Rogan lost all of his books when the city went down, and so has maybe doubled down and started hoarding any books he comes across. It's not necessarily the most healthiest turn of habits, but it's a comfort tool for him, and it's what he feels like he needs to feel 100%. Sort of impromptu. He's occasionally held some classes or lessons to kids in refugee camps. He's running child entertainment as necessary when they come across different camps.
Okay, so what is his, now that he's actually had to like really test his mettle as a wizard, you know, burning a few wolves. What was his go-to with the kid? What was he doing to entertain the kids? Just kind of shooting firebolts off into the air and calling it fireworks? Or
No, Rogan's first and foremost passion is books. He has a lot of books, including books for children, and was mostly just reading the kids. And occasionally he's good. He has some minor illusions, so he was doing occasionally little tricks and images from whatever they were reading.
cool, love that. Yes, definitely. You cannot cover the acts of gods. Not the gods. Absolutely not. Appreciate you hopping in, chat, as goes. So as this week goes along, our heroes get into the different things, whether they're tending to nature's wounds or they're kind of trying to find peace among the beating pack, the undead hordes that are besetting the city. On the dawn of the seventh day, the caravan starts to move out. And you start making your way across the fields of the dead along the river Kianthar towards Baldur's Gate. Some of you are clomping along on your horses, Beldrin on their exceedingly large Clydesdale, as a large bear person kind of clomps along behind you. And at about the third day, when you're putting up camp and they've circled the wagons and everything, Rhea will pull the five of you aside. And she will say the following. From what I hear, our advanced look at Baldur's Gate is that they are planning on shutting the gates as soon as we get there. They have no intention to let our refugees into the city. That's what they've said. Obviously, with Baldur's Gate's reputation, I am worried. And maybe if we can get someone on the inside, well, some of y'all on the inside, maybe we can buy our way in with this treasure that the worm speaker spoke of in the letter that you found. Maybe we can buy housing for our folks until we can reclaim our city or figure out what happened. I have a couple friends in Little Calamsham who are traders, and I think if y'all can make your way ahead of the train and enter the city with the traders from Little Calamsham, I think that you can get into the city a day before we get there, before they plan to shut the gates. Does this sound agreeable to you all?
Aye.
Yes, very agreeable.
Okay, so my contact there is Adam. He will meet you outside of the gates of Little Calamsham. He probably won't say much, but just load yourselves into the back of the caravan that he has loaded, and they will be able to get you into the city, hopefully undetected. And she'll say, if they're not going to let us in, they're definitely not going to let you in wearing all that Hellrider armor. And she'll sort of give you all some armor and vestments that don't have the Hellrider signet on it, the moon and I think it's crescent moon over the sun. And so she'll distribute that out, and she'll say, so I need you all to ride ahead. Please, best of luck. Once we get there, in 3 days' time, I will meet you at a tavern there, the Elf Song Tavern. I know I can get myself in. So please meet me there. And she'll sort of nod at you, and if you have any questions, she's there and she's available for you. Cool. All right. Well, then you shuffle off to Baldur's Gate. Who would be leading this pack? I imagine Baldrin is either at the front or the back. Who was our eyes? All right, Jellica in the front, and then we got Meat in the back, and then we got all our folks kind of gaggled up in the middle. You will make your way. You see on the south shore, across the river Kianthar, you see the Wood of Fangs, which is rumored to contain many horrors, but among them dragons. And as you press on, you don't see anything arising out of it, but your main concern is north towards the Fields of the Dead. Nobody likes a zombie attack, and you fend off a few throughout the night. You know, whoever's up on watch is often, carrying around a little flask of holy water and dumping it on the nearest undead that they can get their hands on. But you make your way through. And on the third day of riding ahead, you will start to see early after you set out, you will see the outskirts of this massive city. It is like Elturel's darker, dingier, industrial brother. A veritable nest of rats and vipers clings to the rocky slopes overlooking the Kianthar River. From their high perches in the upper city, the local nobles, known as the patriarchs, gaze down with veiled contempt for the common rabble in the grimy lower city that hugs the foggy harbor. The whole of Baldur's Gate seems to reek of blood, crime, and best of all for Nori, opportunity. One can easily fathom why pirates and traders are drawn to this place, like flies to the carcass. You know, the river to the east would eventually lead you to what was once Elturel, capital of your home, the Holy Land of Elturgard. There is fear among the people of Baldur's Gate. As you arrive, you're stepping in through the outer city that sort of follows this road from the Worm's Bridge up to Basilisk Gate, this big front gate on the eastern shore, on the eastern side of the lower city. And you start to hear rumbles that maybe Baldur's Gate will be next to befall the fate of Eltergard. You see, moving among the people, a mercenary army called the Flaming Fist. Not unfamiliar to you, it is the organization from which Duke Alder Ravengard, whom you met early in the first session, rose through the ranks. The source of his absence is not known. Did he make it to Alterel is not known to the people there. And you see myriad guards stepping forward to the gates as you kind of brush by it. You see they're fully staffed and really getting ready to batten down the hatches. Clearly, no one is allowed in or out without proper documentation. So you wind your way through the outer city, and you make your way. Alex? Rhea's contact will load you into the cart. You have a cart of vegetables and a cart of meats. There's about room for 2 of you in each. Where are you headed?
How fresh are the vegetables?
All right, so that sticks Akra and Rogan in with the meat shipment. So I would like everyone to roll either a stealth check or a deception check if you're going to try to pass yourself off as a vegetable. So group stealth check.
Huh.
Well,
gonna be-
Nora, of course, rolled a 20 and blends in quite well with the heads of cabbage.
Heck
Or,
yeah.
sorry, 13 plus my bonus.
Nice.
Rogan rolled a 14. He's not the best slab of meat, maybe still alive, but not horrible either.
But a believable slab of meat. I see that Alex is showing us a natural 20. And Akra, how did Akra do?
Well,
23.
Akra still very much looks alive among these slabs of meat. And, I don't think stoat is part of the regional kind of diet in this area, so that's a 6.
So you sort of, Rogan, as you and Akra are standing in the back, you're hamming it up.
Ha!
Twitch Prime.
Yeah, I'm like when it comes to the vegetables, I'm kind of curled up behind a pumpkin.
I love that. And so you all make your way through the gates. You see the guards will stop and inspect, and kind of a gruff interaction. You seen anything of these people coming in from Eltergard? You seen anybody? And the driver will say, "Nope, haven't seen anything. Just driving stuff in from the outer city." Then the guards will go back and forth, and sort of you'll lose track of where you're headed as the rickety brick streets jostle and shake you. As you're rolling around with the cabbage, so too are root vegetables bouncing off of your head as this jostling cart, until you eventually grind to a halt. And you find yourselves in the center of the market district here in Baldur's Gate. What would you like to do?
Akra,
I am going to a medicine check on the on my party member who was in the cart with me to make sure that their head is okay.
You look at them, and while they have a small lump, you don't think it will require a poultice. So, party, what would you like to do? Remember, you have the letter beckoning you to claim some treasure from a bathhouse. The name Elfsong Tavern. Trev, you were talking. Sorry.
All good. Akra takes one step out of the cart and just takes like a big sniff and is just, this city stinks.
And you look down an alley, and there is a body sitting there. It's not clear if it's breathing, barely. If it's alive, maybe. But the odor of this city is incredible. And occasionally, Nori, you'll move through a crowd of people will move by, and the rose will light up briefly. But you won't get too much other than that.
Should we go check to see if that body over there is okay?
I was kind of thinking that myself.
You go over there. This person is dead. This person has, and you look, they're kind of, the hat was down over their face, and you pull it up, and there's not much face left.
Are they wearing anything? What's what I'm looking for? Class specific, I guess you could say.
Looks like a commoner.
Can I rifle through their pocket?
Okay.
Sure. You rifle through their pockets. You find like a copper piece. Like the pockets are turned out. Like this person was mugged and then was robbed and then killed. So their pockets are turned out. You find a couple copper pieces. For sure. Hey, thank you so much for joining us. So happy to have you here. Welcome.
Is their face missing just naturally?
I'm gonna pray over them.
Absolutely not. No, it is. It looks like maybe it met its end through a mace.
Through a mace. Okay.
And with the way that people on the street are looking at you all and not at the body.
Ooh. We should maybe move away from the body then.
They're like, it's weird that you care, is the vibe that you're getting.
I don't like this city. I don't like it.
A hive of scum and villainy, truly.
The locals are like, what are these country bumpkins doing in our city?
They're like, you see like this tiefling just like walk over, this tiefling and tabaxi walk over and just like look at you and be like, what are they doing? Oh, must be, wait, are they from out of town? Wait, what? And one of them will walk over to you and say, where are you from?
I'm from a cave.
The woods.
Which woods?
Same here.
Wouldn't you like to know, Catboy?
I did not realize we were getting racist. Yes, I would like to know, Stoatman.
I am from the
I come
Cloak
from
Woods.
Maliki's domain.
Well, that's great for you. Good luck in Baldur's Gate. And they sort of like, kind of like you hear the sound of breaking glass and a fight breaking out down the street. But otherwise, you sort of are here in this city.
You said that we were in the market district, correct?
Yes.
Well, we have a number of leads to follow. So one of the things that we noticed as we were coming in is that paperwork is pretty necessary. So if we're going to be able to buy our way in, we also maybe need to find someone who's good at forgery and paperwork, because our people do not have any papers. The entire town, the entire city is gone. So maybe that could be a way that we could ease our entrance into Baldur's Gate, along with significant sums of money. So potentially that treasure too.
Should our first priority be securing this idol for funds, however?
Yeah, we can't do anything without money, so we need money to get paperwork in for bribes.
You are already speaking Baldur's Gate's language.
Well, we have some chainmail, a shield, and a mace that we can offload here. Those ought to get a little bit of coin in our pockets.
That'll be a good starting amount. We can start with that.
So, you can take a walk around. Do you want to roll for this, or you just want to offload it to the first blacksmith you see?
We can try and haggle a little bit. Get our every penny's worth, right, Nori?
GM.
Yeah, absolutely. Why don't we start an auction right here in the market square with these rare and powerful items that anyone in Baldur's Gate might want? The shield once belonged to my grandmother. It's an antique and it has many enchantments.
I cast minor illusion over the shield to make it seem more sparkly and magical.
Okay.
GM.
What can I do for you, Alex?
I do not remember if this is because I've never played Baldur's Gate, so I don't know. But is there a Rangers Enclave like headquarters or like branch inside Baldur's Gate?
I'm not aware of anything like that. No. You might be able to find there may be hunters that keep like company at some of the other taverns. However, like a guild like that, there might be like a bounty hunters guild or a thieves guild, but
That's the one. Thieves Guild. I want to do a wait, is it investigation or yeah, I think it would be investigation for looking for thief sign.
Okay. Roll an investigation check to study the behavior of the people that you're kind of around you.
That is a 17.
So yeah, you see like people moving around and like a lot of different business going on, but you can't like pick out someone who's like specifically like a thief. Like you might like accost a pickpocket, but they don't like. It doesn't seem like there's someone who would actually be part of it.
No, I didn't mean look for a person. I meant thief mark, like something that a ranger would also recognize.
So I don't think a ranger would recognize. The rangers don't speak thieves' cant. So
I didn't say thieves can't. I just meant like a mark that someone like a ranger and a rogue would both recognize. That means safe space.
So I am
Like a
going to
generic
say
symbol.
that that does not exist. That it's either thieves can't, or you speak thieves can't, or you don't. And in this case, this is not something that you have. So so make you're trying to do theater in the middle of this square here?
Yes.
All right. So I need you to make a deception check.
Oh, excellent. I am quite deceptive and charming.
May I assist in that, just trying to like do oohs and ahs in the background to enhance Nori's performance.
If you can give me another oohs and ahs.
Yes. Trying to really sell. Obviously, we look like outsiders, right? So trying to really blow that performance up we don't fit in this space. At least most of us, I would say.
So I will take that. I will say like yes. In that like if you act like a potential customer, if you try to like lose yourself in the crowd, come back and act like a potential customer, it's like a rube, that would be absolutely fine.
Okay.
I will let that happen. So deception check with advantage.
I'm also going to
Alrighty.
assist in some way. I'm going to be casting minor illusion on the various objects to make it seem slightly more magical.
All right, cool.
I rolled a 16, and with my deception add-on, that is a 17.
All right. So you get let's see what your luck looks like. Get a percentile dice out of my tray here. What the heck? All right. So, a man will stumble up to you and he will say, absolutely, I will trade you this magical eye that allows you to see anything you want for those items. And he's holding kind of a glass eye in his hand.
I have this fancy new ability with my level up called Magic Sense, and it's just an innate wizard detect magic, so I'm going to use that.
100% not magical.
Who do you take us for, sir?
Oh, I just thought you might want a magical item here.
It's not magic in the slightest.
That's your
to fool a
opinion.
wizard.
That's your opinion. I don't know that you're a wizard. You could be another shyster. I don't know.
Can I do a sleight of hand and toss some glitter in the air over the wizard so that they look particularly magical?
Sure.
Let's see.
Make a glitter check.
Plus, my sleight of hand is 5, so that is a 13.
So, like, this person is, like, looking at your wizard friend and is, like, it's, like, very clear. And so they see you, like, step behind, and then this little bit of glitter, like, floats up like this and, like, settles down. But that's about it.
Wow, magic!
And he'll walk along, and a couple of commoners will come along afterwards and will offer you half gold for the items. Not half of a gold, half of the price new for the items.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about it. I don't know about it being magic, but I can use this iron. I can use this wood. It seems like good wood. Listen, this is what I can do for you.
I'm going to lift the mace. I'm going to give you a demonstration of its magical abilities. You, friend, the stoat over there, come help me with my demonstration. You know, this is a magical mace that is enchanted so that only its bounded owner can lift it. It's so heavy, and you see me, I'm not very strong. I can lift it in the air. I motion, try it, stoat friend. You look big and strong. Can you lift this mace? Surely not.
I will give it my best shot. And Acro will trot up and very much like Sword in the Stone, try to lift it and is intentionally faking it.
Like, right, make a hamming it up check. Performance.
You picked the wrong stoat for that. Okay. All right. 15.
15?
Yeah.
All right. So like it lifts off the ground like a little bit. but then you're like, it is like a little bit like Captain America lifting what the heck was the name of Volmir, whatever the hell
Mjolnir. Yeah.
Sorry, bad superhero comic. But make sure if you like Marvel, make sure you check out Vigilantes Union, an awesome show here on All on the Table. So let us get down to business to defeat the Huns.
Let's get down to business.
So they will. So they'll say, "All right, well, here's what I'll do. I can do full gold for the mace and full gold for the chainmail, and half gold for the shield."
I think that's a pretty good deal, my friends.
All right, cool. So we have chainmail. So you get 75 gold pieces. A shield, you get 5 GP. And then weapons, a mace will be also 5 GP. So you get 80 GP or 85 GP total.
Yeah.
So now you've done this. What else would you like to do?
There was the temple that we wanted to visit that the note was for.
The bathhouse?
Yeah, the bathhouse.
Okay. You want to head up there?
If everyone else is interested in that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Anything you'd like to purchase before you head in?
I was wondering if there is like a artificial shop or anything like that in the area.
What are you looking to purchase?
Mostly browse and see if there is like anything that would help with my aim or anything like that, or maybe like with ammo consumption, like reduce ammo consumption, things like that.
Okay, that's something that you can keep an eye out for. And if you want to make another investigation check to see if you can find a magic shop, you can do so. Otherwise, eventually you'll be able to kind of pin one down as you get used to going throughout the city.
That is a 18.
All right, so you are able to find a sort of as you wind your way north towards this, southwest through the city, through these rickety streets, you are able to find sort of like a gunpowder shop, and there's like they sell fireworks and different kind of like noisemakers, firecrackers, and they sell quivers. Like there's like a leather shop that has quivers, but they don't seem to have anything that's magical. You interested in fireworks or firecrackers at all?
Yes.
Okay. They'll give you they have for sale a box of like rudimentary firecrackers for 2 gold pieces.
Like, what do you mean by when you say rudimentary firecracker? Do you mean like those strings of like little tubes?
Yeah, so we'll say it would be like 10 like firecrackers.
Nice.
All right, so make sure you mark off the 2 GP on your list. And you continue to wind your way north to the aforementioned bathhouse.
Rogan looks on longingly at the rare booksellers, but knows that there isn't really time for that right now.
And you also get the idea that, you're looking around this area. Reading doesn't seem to be a high priority, but you do know that there are like fancy places in Baldur's Gate, and you think that, yeah, there would definitely be something along those lines there. If you force me to Matt Mercer make up a horny book, I will not be able to do so. So
Just in passing, Akra as like passing Rogan, and it's just, there will be time for books, Rogan. There will be time for books.
What is drawing Nori's
Matt
eye as
Mercer.
they wind their way through the city?
I'm keeping my eyes out for old acquaintances from that one time I tried to sell Baldur's Gate.
The whole
Real
city.
estate scheme.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
whole city. Good price. Got me in
Well-
prison. Not fun.
It's an issue. So you explore, you're making your way around. You don't notice anyone. You make a perception check, Nori.
Is a 13 plus 2, 15.
So you see that like at one point you pick up a tail for a while. Like someone's like clearly trying to like, especially after the firecrackers, like someone is tailing you. As you shift sort of more quickly through the city, you usher people through the streets. Obviously, you have this huge bear person walking along with you, a stoat, and even though like these races are nothing new for Baldur's Gate, you know, you see tiefling all around you, or there's a different name for it in Tales of the Valiant. You'll have to excuse my ignorance for not remembering what it is, but you'll see small folk, you see cat people, canine influenced people, halflings, dwarves, everybody is there, from all different walks of life. You hear a plurality of languages that really could not be matched by anywhere else. And it all has a distinct and familiar accent to it. You can tell the natives because they have this distinct Baldur's Gate accent that is so becoming of them. They just speak common in such a freaking beautiful way. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bostonian?
Absolutely not. No, this here is I'm trying a little Baldur's Gate accent here. So
Bronx?
You will eventually arrive to, you'll find the bathhouse after some looking. And the bathhouse is a one-story stuccoed building with stained glass windows and clay roof tiles. 10-foot tall walls enclose a large courtyard. So you let yourself into the courtyard here. Let me get you on the map. I'm not going to put our folks on the map just yet because we don't need it yet. Activate. Nope, that's the wrong one. That one. There you go. So, you have all your folks here. The closed wooden doors to the courtyard are engraved with the images of swirling nymphs dancing and frolicking in water. So you look off to your right, and it's this beautifully manicured garden, a lot of green work. It's a beautiful area. A strange respite from the rest of Baldur's Gate. What would you like to do?
Nori, this seems a little bit too clean. There's probably something shady going on here, right? You would be more familiar with that kind of thing.
Oh, the bathhouse is the best place for business deals. The steam helps keep sound from traveling so you can have quiet conversations. I suspect if we know the right code words, we might be able to find our targets.
Is there a good way we could find those code words?
Maybe we should look at our letter again.
And so you review it and you don't find any code words, but you know that this place is clearly mentioned. You see the frolicking nymphs, you see the fountains, and you know that there's something that they are hiding the treasure of the Dragon Queen here.
Perhaps we should just be quite loud since we're coming off as country bumpkins. Speak loudly about the treasure that one can get from those frolicking nymphs.
May I
tourists?
suggest
I'm good at tourists.
another approach? If you all would like to cause a distraction, I could sneak in a matter of speaking, potentially, to see if I might be able to locate the treasure.
Or we could send the small folk.
Jellica says, pointing at herself.
Yep.
She is
And
quite a bit-
this is like, you are in business hours, so like, if you stand here for a minute or two, like someone will come out of the door and sort of like, excuse me, like a little, like a human will kind of, excuse me, gotta get through here, gotta get to work, excuse me, and they'll go out and they'll sit, and someone will go out and leave the building. Eventually, if you were to wait around, someone will come by and go in to sit in the pools, and they're gonna say, are y'all here for the bathhouse? There's baths inside. It smells like you could use one.
Do they have any appointments open?
It's sort of a first come first serve type thing.
I see.
Nori whips his clothes off, tosses them to the person, and walks through the front door for his bath.
All right, and so as you should be able to see through now. You can make your way into the. Everybody can see, right?
It still says game paused on for me. Hey, there we go.
Cool. So
I'm still blind.
you're blind?
I'm blind.
I think I am also blind. Or I can't.
We gotta get you. We gotta get you some. Let's see if I can do this here. Boom, boom.
Oh, I can see.
Yep. As natural light floods the courtyard. All right, so you are able to move around now.
Rogan is very body conscious and will probably stand out more, but he's not taking any clothes off. He's going to go in the water in full robes.
So just Rogan orc soup with clothes, books also.
No books. The books
No
are
books
staying
it.
outside of the water.
All right, so you'll go in and you'll see in the baths, like in the bath to the south, there's a man that sort of has like a thing of rum, like balanced on his stomach, and just sort of
that is cool.
and sort of his nose sticking out of the water. And every once in a while, the elven face will come up and take a sip, and then we'll lay back down in the water, and just the nose will be sticking out, breathing in and out. But as you move to the north pool, y'all will kind of take your seat around the pool. Nori in the full nude, the rest of y'all in varying levels of disrobement. And as you spend time in the
Take off only the armor and set it off to the side, and then just go into my robes.
All right. The walls of this 20-foot-high pillared chamber are adorned with frescoes of bathing royalty. Natural light streams through stained glass windows, creating colorful patterns on the tiles of polished blue marble that cover the floor. 3 shallow sunken pools contain scintillating perfume-scented water. White marble benches bearing stacks of dry towels are situated near the pools, each of which comes equipped with a pair of brass faucets. So there's your flavor for the room that you're in. After, you start to soak, you do your thing. The guy comes up for air a couple times comes up for rum a few times, and then goes back under with just his nose sticking out. You'll eventually see that there are kind of 2 staff that seem to be coming in and out. And so that they will, let's see, what the heck are your names, Gorge? So you will see a kind of a thin, wiry, somewhat masculine-looking person will come out and say, "Oh, hello. Welcome to the bathhouse. What can I would you mind paying your silver now? And he sort of puts out like a little basket for the silver.
How much for the party? Kind of motioning to everybody, or to our group.
And so giant bear, dwarf, small folk. Okay, we'll count 2 for 1. An orc, and then a stoat person. They'll say, "Oh, okay, we'll just call it 5 silver for everybody."
Acra will just hand them a gold piece.
Okay, wonderful. And they'll say, "Are any of you? Well, thank you very much. Anyone interested in a massage?"
By chance, how much?
Oh, industry standard rate.
I think it might be covered by the gold piece.
Definitely, another gold piece will definitely get you a massage. Yes. Another gold piece would definitely get you another massage. Yes, absolutely.
No, thank you.
You sure?
Would a gold piece get me a cup of tea with the proprietor of this bathhouse?
I don't think Duke Vandenper is gonna take tea with anyone just for fun. Just for a gold piece. She plays for a little bit more than that. She runs the sewers here, after all.
Duchess.
Go ahead.
Nope. I did not misspeak. Thank you. Thank you for your concern.
Apologies.
It's okay. We here in Baldur's Gate, we're very proud. And when I tell you it's Duke Vandenper, you God forbid, you cross Duke Vandenper and you call her anything but Duke. She would not take kindly to that.
Thank you for the advice.
You said
Yes.
she runs the sewers of Baldur's Gate?
Well, you need pipes, you gotta go through Duke Vandenper.
I imagine the pipes below the bathhouse are rather clean.
Not my business. Not my business. Just here to work. I get my pay, I get my tips, and I go home. Not my business to know what's underneath the bathhouse.
What
What
room is the massage parlor in? Oh, sorry.
Well, there's a it's right over here, and he'll point to a small room just behind this kind of you're in this marble room with these beautiful pillars and all these frescoes, and just sort of right behind you there's a small room, probably about 15 by 10. And he'll say, "Oh, right in there. That's where we do it. I'm Jabaz, by the way. Very, very nice to meet you all."
Nice to meet you too.
Pleasure to meet you, Jabaz.
No massage then.
Not today, thank you.
No, thank you.
Okay. Well, I gotta go see if the drunk over there wants one. And he'll go over.
Before you go,
Yeah.
is Duke Van Temper in today?
Oh no, she doesn't come around here. She just has one of her folks come by and collect the money. This place pretty much runs itself.
Much appreciated.
And he'll go over and he'll try to he'll kind of splash some water into the nose of the drunk guy, and we'll try to be like, hey, do you want a massage? And no, come on, you've been in here for hours. You at least got to pay for the bath. And you see from underneath the bottle splashes another gold coin, and he says, "Oh, this will take me this long to clean." All right. Fine. And then he'll go over and he'll sort of sit on one of the benches waiting for a client to come in. He'll sort of folding towels and doing busy work till a massage client comes in.
I whisper to the party, maybe one of us could take a massage to distract him if anyone else wants to look around unimpeded. I suppose I could do that.
An excellent idea.
Oh, you suppose you could get a massage for the good of
I
the party.
I would rather not have
Mhm,
strangers
mhm.
put their hands on me. If you would like to go, you're more than welcome to.
I guess I could
I
make that sacrifice for you, my friend.
I will
So-
do it.
So the name, so this she'll send a son. She sends a son here. His name is Mortlock. He usually comes just before we close, just before dark.
What was his name one more time?
Mortlock.
Mortlock.
Mortlock. Mortlock. Yeah, he's a real barrel of monkeys. Really fun guy. Really handsome too.
Is he your type?
No. I'm much more into half elves and the and people. I really love the Omnian accent. I have to say, I'm just a big fan. I love the way that they speak common. It's beautiful.
Fair enough.
Well, I would love to meet this son if we are still here, if you do not mind.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't miss him. He's the 7 foot ugly bloke.
You called him
Ha-
handsome and ugly within the
Ha-
same
half
sentence.
of his face looks like it's burned off.
Oh no.
He's about as dumb as a brick.
We love that.
I don't know. I haven't seen him in a couple days though. He's usually here every night. I haven't seen him in a couple days.
Has he been getting into meeting with any weird people lately? People that are
Well,
really obsessed with one particular thing?
really obsessed with any one particular thing? No, not particularly. He's just kind of he just does what his mom asks him to, and that's just about it. But we don't talk that much. He's not a man of a whole heck of a lot of words.
So he's more of a grunt type of man.
Big for a grunt, but yes, I would change the word grunt around, but hey, we can't do that here. This is a family bathhouse. And he'll say, speaking of families, Nori, Mr. Dwarf, would you like to come? Would you like a massage? You said you wanted a massage?
Yes, my friend. Take me to the back room.
And you see that this kind of lithe man will just sort of like lean his hand down and bring you up out of the water, and will lead you into the back, and he'll kind of he'll get started on that. As you enter the room, is there anything you'd like to be doing?
I want to have a conversation with the young man about their life person, about their future, their investments, what they're doing with the money they make from the bathhouse, so they can move up in the world, in Baldur's Gate at least.
So, oh no, Harmony's camera fell.
Uh-oh.
Welcome back. So yeah, he'll say, yeah, well, I gotta take care of my partner and their kid. It just sort of is what it is. We were thinking about moving to Elturel until, well, the fall happened. So, maybe we'll get on the boat up to Neverwinter if things go badly here. Any worse than they are here.
Mm-hmm. Let me talk to you about the Baldur's Gate futures market, where you can invest in resources to be traded in the future. That'll fund your family up to Neverwinter.
That sounds like a wonderful thing. You're gonna have to excuse me. I have to put this medical cotton in my ears for when I'm doing massages. The doctor told me, so you have to excuse me here. And he starts singing like loudly. He says, "We are the champions, my friends."
Quick, you can't go past 7 seconds.
I know, that's it. That's how we're doing. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. And you're sort of left alone with your thoughts during the duration of this massage as he sort of sings awfully in your ear. Anything else you want to do while you're in the room?
No, I think I'll just babble incomprehensibly and ignore the fact that he has cotton in his ears.
While the massage is going on, I would like to stealthily investigate the phrases and stuff that are on the walls.
I'm
Okay.
Okay.
Most the stuff on the walls, the frescoes are like they're just paintings of people bathing. It's like it's fantasy advertising posters. Basically, it's like when you go to the YMCA, they have all those smiling older people in the pool. Yeah, it's like that, but for a bathhouse in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I just meant like maybe like to see if there was anything. That's what I'm looking for. Like hidden in plain sight type of thing.
Okay, so
Like-
you'll spend you
Like a
spend
hidden meaning in any of them.
you spend a half hour looking at all of them, and you feel like persuaded to buy more baths. You think that it's really good for your health, but that's about it. The marketing works really well.
I
Okay.
have two particular goals I'd like to try to do while Nori's distracting the guy.
Okay.
I'd like to try and find if there's a sewers entrance directly to the bathhouse. That may be something that we would like to investigate. And I'd also like to use a detect magic, just to see if there's anything magical in this bathhouse.
So we'll resolve detect magic. The drunk man in the pool across the way from you is under the effect of protection from poison. So he doesn't get too drunk. Clearly, like a ward placed by a caring partner. And then the as you sort of dig around, you're looking at the pipes as they head down, and you open up like sort of there's like a loose floor tile, like clearly that they had used to like access like do maintenance on the pipes, and you open it and you see like yep, the pipes go down, but you sort of like it's only just a few feet of access to change out like fittings or whatever. It's not like you can't like go all the way down, but clearly these go somewhere. The drain beneath you in the tub is there. There's clearly somewhere that the water goes. Are you looking for something more specific, Rogan?
Potentially I might step out of the bathhouse and check the perimeter to see if there's some sort of sewer access, like a manhole. I'm not sure if those exist in Baldur's Gate or not. Otherwise, potentially keeping an eye out for dragon-related images. But I think our ranger has that pretty well covered.
Okay. Anything you're doing while the massage is going on, Accra?
Yes, I would like to wild shape into a rat.
Okay. You become a rat.
And I would like to, as much as I can, basically start to explore every inch. If there's like a back room I can slink into, I would like to I guess I would like to try to find if there's any sort of like area that we're not supposed to access and try to rummage around in that area.
So after in about 10 minutes, you can skitter around the entirety of the place. There is a south massage room that seems like it's used, maybe that it was used yesterday. There's like clear evidence of use, and you're skittering around. Make a perception check.
Sure. And I'll be using the giant rats, I think, because, yeah. So No pluses there.
I think you keep your mental stats.
Dude, let
I
me
don't think
check
it's
this
polymorph.
again. Your beast in your place. You retain. Yeah, so I would get. You're right. So I would get a 13 on that perception check.
Okay, and so as you're looking around the south area, you don't see anything of import. You know, there's like a little space behind the wall, and maybe you find like a gold piece that had rolled underneath a drawer, but otherwise nothing of particular interest. And that's the south, and you know that Nori and Jabaz are in the north massage room.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna keep skittering around as a rat for a little bit, but yeah.
Do you want to go into the north massage room?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. So to go in, make a stealth check to sneak in.
You got it. And that is my tax. So that's going to be a 21.
All right, so you quietly slip in. You can hear Jabba, and the sun comes out another day. Do do do. Torbil is a cool planet to live on. And then as you make your way around, make a perception check for me.
Okay. That's going to be a 12.
All right, and so you see on the floor of this area, kind of just out of sight of where like Nori's head would be in the little hole.
Mm-hmm.
You see a like a little grinding in the floor
Mm-hmm.
that indicates that like that a section of wall would swing open and swing closed.
Okay.
And that it has been used recently. Like the dust is such that it like seems like it was open not within like the last few hours, but definitely within the last day.
Gotcha. Does it look like anywhere, because it looks like something would swing, where I could like squeeze behind and like get behind the hinges of it?
It's flush with the wall.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. And so whatever it is is passing as a wall.
Gotcha.
Passing is a transphobic concept. We don't like passing, other than for walls.
Okay, I think I will squeak at Nori and then skitter out of the room as fast as possible.
So Nori, your massage is briefly disturbed by a rat that looks like directly into your eyes as you have your head down in the hole and goes, and it sort of has like kind of has the ferret markings on it, the little mask.
I would say also I'm like that. My auburn amber color is the coating, like the rat coating, so the fur color.
Heck yeah. So you sort of come out of that, it makes direct eye contact with you, goes, and then runs out of the room. You come back out and you still see the nose sticking out of the water with the rum bottle on the paunch. You see that he has kind of moved on to his next one. And there's like a somewhat boiled rum sitting in this bath with this man. And time will pass. Nori, he'll eventually finish his massage. And this is how we do it. Do, 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 do. And then he'll say, all right there. Okay, thank you so much for being willing to, for respecting my accommodation. I really do appreciate it, Nori. I really do. Could I get so the cost for that would be 5 silver pieces.
I will tip him a gold piece for him to get some singing lessons.
Oh wow, that's wonderful. I think I might get it for my child instead. But thank you. I appreciate you. You're very generous. Onerous. That's what you are. Yes, wonderful. Real burden. All right. So
I remember that one. Documented.
Yeah, and so you all come back together. Eventually someone will some more people will come in and populate the pool nearby, and they'll talk about the kind of comings and goings of the town. You'll get to hear about different things going on down at the docks and politics. Oh, now that Duke Ravengard isn't out, I hear Duke Vandenper seems to be at the head of the council. She seems to be running everything now. Oh, that's wild. And you'll kind of hear this conversation going on with the folks at Baldur's Gate. So massage is resolved. Rat is resolved. Anything else? Would you like to do anything? So now you have all this information. What would you like to do?
Well, I come back to the party and tell them what I've learned. Doesn't seem to be a sewer access immediately available in this area, and it doesn't seem to be anything specifically magical.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot about the sewer access bit. You'll go outside, and there will be kind of like a heavily barred entrance to the sewer.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems to be like definitely like solid piece of metal.
Okay.
Driven into a very solid holding. You would think it would take an exceptional amount of strength, even from your bear friend, to make anything happen with it.
Okay. Well, then I relay that instead. Well, I found a sewer entrance. There's a couple of pipe accesses here, but it's pretty well protected. I couldn't find I didn't really see anything magic, and I didn't see anything related to our note.
Akra waits until the group is all gathered besides her, and then she will pop out from some sort of potted plant or some fixture in the spa as a rat, and just kind of like and like start like squeaking at the party.
And Belgian will turn to you and say, what? I don't speak that. That does it. Maybe it's s'more code. Maybe it's s'more code. And sort of like starts like takes out a notebook and starts writing like short, long, short. Trying to find a pattern in your squeaks.
Rat Akra will point with a tiny little rat hand towards the north spa room.
Oh, okay. And Beldrin will sort of look at you and be like, "Yep, that's where Nori got the massage. Yep."
Do we all need massages?
Akra is going to look around at the surroundings. Are there any other? I'm assuming there are more people, like you said, in the spa. So
yeah, so you are sort of like in the north tub. There are people in this. There's the drunk guy in the south tub, and then there's a couple people gossiping about politics in the tub closer to the massage rooms.
All right, Akra is going to disappear for a second, like run out somewhere where it's hopefully not in view, and then drop the wild shape and come back in.
Okay, you do that. And Jabaz will take one of the clients from the pool to the east, and will head into the south massage room.
Okay, so while Nori was getting the massage, there appears to be, I was able to perceive a secret door in that room. Perhaps we should think about gaining access. I am assuming there is something, maybe the treasure hoard, beyond that space.
I wonder if we each pay Jabaz a gold, if he would allow us to rent the space for unspecified means without his accompaniment.
Beldrin nods. You're not sure if it's like, if like his neck is just sort of like himboing along, or if he agrees, but he nods.
Quick question. What was the exact wording of the letter that brought us here?
Okie dokie. Let me give me a second. I will pull it up. If you want to continue the conversation while I look.
Well, the other option is we can wait for Morlock to show up and just figure things out from there, or we could try to sneak in early.
I like the idea of sneaking in early because he said that Morlock hasn't been around, and they said that Morlock hasn't been around in a few days, so there's no guarantee Morlock will show up today.
Well, Jellica did just buy all of those fireworks. We could definitely cause a distraction in this bathhouse.
Yes, we could. That's smart.
So here is what the letter said. Head to the bathhouse in Baldur's Gate and retrieve the Queen's stolen treasure. The bathhouse is located in the northern portion of the lower city. It has a walled garden and frolicking nymphs carved into its front gates. If Duke Phantompur thinks she can use the Queen's treasure to buy the loyalty of the Cult of the Dead Three, she is sorely mistaken. I'll be looking for you in Baldur's Gate when I arrive. Bring the treasure, or we will come for you. Signed, the Worm Speaker.
Well, I don't know if we want to go looking for this Worm Speaker yet, but I like the fireworks idea.
Very much, yes.
Okay, so we want to set fireworks off. Where do we want to put them?
I say the sewer entrance.
Okay, so
we could put it in. There's this. I found a pipes access point. We could put them in there.
I do have two strings.
Yeah, we could put one string in the pipe access point in the bathhouse. Might do a little bit of damage, but that would be a decent distraction.
Will it be loud enough to both attract the employees and scare off the other bathhouse attendees, or would we want something closer to...
The pipe access point, I believe, is inside the bathhouse, isn't it?
Okay.
And it will be heard in the bathhouse and potentially could damage the pipes. I'm not sure if it will, but if it does, that could be another piece of the distraction.
okay, so the goal is so you have the bathers and the drunk guy. Jabaz is in the southern back room with another client right now. So the goal is to put the fireworks into the access point and set them off, and hope that will cause a distraction to the people, and then you can slip in.
And if all else fails, I can put everybody to sleep.
I think that you're looking at it, and you would have to move like they would be looking at you as you walked into that room. So you would want something else. Like you would want like maybe, oh, it's a fire, like everybody get out or something like that. Fire at the bathhouse.
Can we have a distraction to distract from the distraction?
Well, you could, I don't know, you just set off fireworks in the building. I'm not sure everyone's going to like run out of it.
I gotcha.
They might just be like, oh, something broke in that tub.
Question. Is there are there like tapestries or anything hanging on the walls?
No, it's all painted onto the marble.
Okay. What
I
about
can
piles of
cast
powder?
minor illusion to create a scream. So we can have a loud, ear-piercing scream that goes off right when the fireworks go off.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
Anything, Akra? Any ideas on things to contribute?
Not in this instance, I don't think.
All right, cool. So, what I'm going to need is a what for a distraction like this, I'm inclined to call performance, but it's not really performance charisma. It's like performance
deception?
intelligence or performance wisdom, deception wisdom, because you're trying to by your knowledge of how humans work, you're trying to create a situation that would freak people out enough that you would be able to slip into that back room.
Yeah.
So if you want to make that check, whoever wants to make it, either
What should I add?
deception wisdom or deception. Well, you would be given assistance because you're
Yeah, I'm
you're
giving
doing that.
assistance.
You're aiding. So who's setting off the firecrackers?
I am, since it's my firecrackers. I'm also going to be using
Okey-dokey.
Druidcraft to light them.
Okay, so you're going to actually start a fire and then from a distance and then use. Okay, so make a wisdom deception or wisdom performance, whichever one you prefer.
14. Wait, one sec. I think wait, no, that's a +1. Wisdom is 15. It's a 15.
All right, all the commoners are freaked out. The man with the bottle doesn't notice, but the commoners are like, huh, and they're like getting up and they run over to go look at it. Make a group stealth check to see if you can slip into the back room.
20. 30.
17.
2.
13.
All right, so you will they sort of run over and look at this, and they're kind of trying to figure out what the heck happened, and you seem to all Nori basically picks Akra up and starts to quietly drag her into this back room. You're there and you see you're looking at this wall, and Akra will indicate the points that they had found or that she had found earlier.
So it's right here, and like starting to trace with like a finger where the lines are that delineate kind of like the separation.
And as you run your finger along it, you feel like it has like a little give.
Acro, push on it.
All right.
Push on it.
You give it a push, and it swings into wherever you're headed, and you see this very small like landing that curves around, and as you walk into this area, you see a staircase that leads down and down and down and down.
The engineer's packs comes with torches, right?
Yes.
Is it lit in here, or is it
It's lit. There is not light.
okay. Got it. Understood. We're rocking with the vibe here. Yeah, it's lit.
We're vibing here on All on the Table.
There's actually just a rave going on in underneath the bathhouse.
Make sure you follow and subscribe for bathhouse raves. Sounds like me after Peace Corps bathhouse raves. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little 10-minute break. I just saw this new group of people coming in. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to take a little break. and then we're going to come right back to it as our party descends into the bathhouse.
Oh, I thought it was Avernus.
Heck,
Dang.
joke, it's not Tales of the Valiant into Avernus. It's actually Tales of the Valiant into the bathhouse. Well, hello and welcome back. Let me get some things laid out. We're finally back here on the board. Crop that one in so you can actually see Harmony. Looks like Alex is still there. And we are going to get the map up. So we will do that. And
This map is brought to you by the cat that's on screen. Enjoy the cat footage.
Cat footage. Is there a cat on screen?
Well, there's a tail. There was a cat just a second ago.
Got it. Dang it. So what happens when you GM? You miss all the good stuff.
Missed the good footage.
Ugh.
She's currently still here. She's hovering on my lap, so she'll probably poke up in a moment.
So these stairs lead you down and down and down. And eventually you hit this bottom area and you end up in about a foot of water. You see the ceilings are about 8 feet high. They seem to be made of carved stone. Some of them seem to be very shoddily braced, or just kind of, or so some of them they seem to be held together kind of with goose grease and a prayer. And so you enter into this first area and you see you just sort of see this tunnel going forward down a hallway towards something. It seems to curve off to the right, and then you see another room off to your left that seems to have very little in it. Just sort of more water, and you see pipes kind of hanging down at odd directions. What would you like to do? So Jenny had sparked a torch. You are able to see, correct?
Let me see. I am not able to see currently.
I have dark vision.
Jenny had sparked a torch, so I will put that on here. Light 15. How's that? Can everyone see now?
Yep.
Yes, there is.
Based off of the torch. Cool. So you can make out kind of in the distance there, you have the tunnel directly in front of you that curves off to your left, and then a room off to your right. That seems to have very little in it, but you're in about 6 feet or 6 inches to a foot of water at any given time in this room.
Can I just can Acra take a moment to kind of just, instead of seeing, to make a perception check to hear, like listen if there's anything movement-wise besides us sloshing around in the water?
So you take a second, you quiet everyone down, and you take a deep breath. And you get this deep smell of like cess and stale water. And you hear drips into the water ahead of you. Did you make the roll?
Not yet. Hold on. There we go. That's gonna be 12.
you're listening, and if you listen down that hallway, you hear the water sort of lapping at something, but you're not sure what.
I would advise caution, just in case, as we move along.
So you have 5-foot wide hallways here. So what do you want your marching order to be, and how are you moving forward?
I'll take point. Hacker will take point.
Okay.
I'll go
stand
behind.
I'll stand behind Akra if that's okay. I have some dark vision, so I might be able to see a little further ahead.
Okay. Jellica in the middle, Beldrin behind Jellica, and then Nori in the back.
Yep, I'll guard our rear.
Yes.
All right. Cool. So you make your way down. How are you moving forward? Remember you're in about 6 inches to a foot of water, depending on the seconds. So for everyone else, pretty comfortable. For Jellica, getting up to just about waist high.
I'm 3, so it's maybe around my belly button.
Cautiously moving forward.
So definitely, I think taking it slow, like 1 foot in front of the other, not rushing, very much like trotting along.
Okay. So, but you're just walking forward, not gonna try to sneak?
I was gonna try and sneak.
All right, let's do a group stealth check.
All right. I'm learning that Akra just is not sneaky.
There's a 12.
24 for me.
A 2.
Oh, wait. I forgot that. Wait. No, that's a 15. My bad. I forgot about my 3 for stealth.
All right, cool. So you make your way forward.
That is a natural 1 for Rogan.
All right, so you're just sort of like sloshing loudly down this hallway here. I'm moving you together, and you start to look down this hallway here. And you see that the hallway, there are some stairs that go upwards, and it bends around to the left, and sort of the ceiling is starting to narrow in on you. Maybe it's 7-foot ceiling now as you go up these stairs. Continue on.
If the group is in agreement, yes, I would continue on.
All right, let me fix Jellica's torch real quick. Token, bright light is 15, dim light is 15. Okay, that's not working. Let's do this. Dim light, I guess, should be 30. All right, so you press on forward, and you arrive to you see a door that sort of has been busted open, and it leads to an intersection with the door that you just came through that has been busted open. Doesn't seem recently. There's a door to your left, an open hallway to your right, and a door directly in front of you. The door to your right, or sorry, the entryway to your right on the archway has the face of has a carving of Bane, the god of tyranny, who is a tall armored man wearing a bucket helmet. His right gauntlet is painted black, and he clutches a set of shackles. The door that you just came out of is the door of Baal. The the god of murder. He is depicted as a powerfully built, skull-headed man with long curved blades where his hand should be. And to the south, you see on the archway a carving of Mirkul, the Lord of Bones. He is portrayed as a cloaked figure whose face is hidden under a cowl. And he holds a screaming human skull in his hand. You feeling lucky? Which way do you want to go?
I look back
Hey,
to
Alex, could you not type while we're on stream?
Sorry.
It's very loud. Thank you.
Sorry.
I appear to have moved you directly off the map.
Ruh-roh.
All right. So, whoops.
I look back to the group and make a motion like, which way do we go?
The stoat person looks back at you as you all sort of are standing in this intersection here. Let me drag... And Baldrin is sort of standing in the hallway, just sort of nodding.
If no one has a strong preference, then I will push on.
I'm going to roll an insight. To try to see if I can figure out which one. It looks best.
You have the god of bones, the god of murder, and the god of forceful influence. And then you have an open hallway.
We could go to the god of bones.
Okay, so that's to the south.
I vote insight.
Okay, there's not. So the thing is,
not insight. Not the bones, not the death. The other one.
Forceful one
is
yes,
where you just came from.
I thought that was the god of murder.
Nope. I will double check, but the east door.
You said we came through Ball.
You came in through. North is Ball. You are right. God of murder is east. Or sorry, God of tyranny is the east door. And then the south door is the God Lord of Bones. And then there's an open hallway to your right, to the west. What would you like to do?
Is it possible to do a history check to know if any of those gods have a specific association with the dragon cult?
You know that none of them do. These are the gods of the cultists that you found murdering the because you actually rolled this before last session.
Sorry.
And so what you got was that you know that they're sort of competing cults, and after the War of Dragons, the cult of the Dead 3 rose to power in some areas where the dragon cult used to be powerful. But you don't have they're not associated with the dragon cult, with the cult of Tiamat.
Rogan decides to spin around and randomly point towards the door.
All right, roll a d4.
Okay.
Or d6, sorry.
A d6. That is a 5.
All right, so you chose the south door. How would you like to approach this?
Well, first I check with the party if they're okay with going that way.
Fine by
Quinn
me.
nods.
Works for me.
Beldrin's head is bobbling.
Then I guess we take with that nat 1 in stealth, Rogan attempts to sneakily, loudly approach this door.
All right, so you stomp over to the door and
Yeah.
do
Opens
you
it.
do you do any? You just swing it open.
Yeah, we're gonna push it open like dramatically.
All right, so you swing it open and you see lying on the floor is a body directly in front of you.
I investigate the body.
Yeah,
You're
Rogan's
gonna-
going over the body too.
So you're walking up to it?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so Rogan, as you get here, you can tell that these people were lying in wait. Not so much not so much dead as lying down. They heard you coming, and roll for initiative.
Do you want everybody rolling for initiative?
Yes, I do.
Okie dokie.
Why am I? Can you release your character token real quick, Rogan?
I think I released
30-20.
it.
I got it. Okay.
Sorry.
Nope, not your fault.
30-20.
Okay. Oh, poor puppy. All right, so we are going to roll our NPCs. We said Jellica is 20. Yeah, so you would have made it. Yeah, okay. Wait, what is going on here?
I can't really see in that room.
Yep. Yeah, because Jellica is like
I have
right
dark
behind
vision.
you.
I should be able to see.
Okay, let me fix that for you.
Mm-hmm.
I do as well.
Vision feat is going to be 60. And then token vision is going to be 60. Token, there we go. Okay, so Akra, what was your initiative?
17.
Beldrin, need to roll for them. Great. Nori.
7.
Nice. And Rogan?
Dirty 20.
The dirtiest. Okay, so they're going to get a little bit of a surprisey round on you because they're catching you what some might call unawares. So they will, all the three of them will lash out at you as you approach. Let me grab my stat block here. Oh, it's on the computer. That's part of the point of using the game, isn't it? Using the platform. And so they all lash out with these flails. So the first one was 7, doesn't hit. Second one, a 9, doesn't hit. Third one, a nat 1, definitely doesn't hit. So all three of these surprise attacks go off, and to absolutely no avail.
Does the one that was a nat 1, do they hit themselves in the face?
No, there's no critical fumble rules in Tales of the Valiant.
Okay.
So I'm not going to use it. Jellica, we do top of the order, as they're now all standing.
Okay. How close is the closest one?
5 feet away. So you will be shooting with disadvantage, no matter
Yes.
what.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm just gonna shoot straight, like aim center mass.
Okay, make an attack roll at disadvantage.
Uh, 21.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll me damage. It's 21 with disadvantage.
Yeah, I got a 14 and a 15, and I have a +7.
Okay.
That is a 5.
All right, cool. And so this haggard-looking man with a flail made of a skull, you train your bow onto him and drive an arrow directly into his gut. Next up is Rogan.
Rogan's going to scurry backwards. So he's going to prevent any opportunity attacks, and he's going to go back
Disengage.
right here.
Okay, you do so.
And then he's going to shoot the one guy he can still see. And that's going to be a firebolt. So I'm going to roll.
Okay. You're scurrying, and you can
Yes.
do that as a bonus action as part of your background.
Yes.
All right, cool.
As for clarification for those who may be new, Rogan is a supplicant of the dragon Protanthar. That means he was raised as in a dragon horde.
Yes.
That is a 22 to hit.
All right, wicked. Yeah, that'll hit. You're shooting the one in the middle, the one that you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That is 1 point of damage.
Wicked. So you shoot this little bolt of flame arcs out from your hand and just sort of sizzles the hair, the kind of mangy beard on this more brunette man. Akra, you're up.
Okay. Akra is Akra able to step into the room, like kind of around?
100%.
Okay, Angelica. Okay. All right, gonna step in here and then going to reach out with her hand to the, I guess the undead in front of her.
They seem to be very alive.
They seem to be alive.
human.
Okay, they seem to be human. Are they wearing armor?
No.
No. All right. Well, she's going to reach out.
These kind of greasy, tattered robes.
Gotcha. And is going to perform a shocking grasp on the one in front of her.
Okay, great. You do so.
Make a spell. Okay. Melee spell attack. Perfect. That's going to be a 9 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay. Perfect. And that will be Akra's turn.
All right, cool. So next up is the Necromites. As you have stepped into the fray, so too will they give you a little pokey poke. The Necromite that let's see, which one are you? Okay. So this one that you swung out at you will swing back out at you with a flail shaped as a skull. That'll hit with a 21.
Yep.
And so that'll be 4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
That's his turn. This one is going to swing at you and then step back. That'll hit with a 20, another 4 bludgeoning damage, and then he's going to step back into the darkness as the light of the torch fades.
Can I make a reaction?
Yep.
Awesome. And as part of one of my level 1 talents with this, I am combat casting, which means I am able to cast a spell as my reaction. I'm going to cast another shocking grasp.
All right, cool. Give it your best shot. Hit me with your best shot.
That will be a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, they are taking... I lost my spell card.
1d8.
1d8. You are Correct. They are taking 3 points of lightning damage.
All right, and then as they slip back into the darkness, down some stairs, you hear a squelch of boots down there. Next up is Nori.
All right. So is there anybody left in the room? I guess.
Yep, Akra is still in the room, and so you've seen Rogan run out. Angelica is sort of standing in the doorway.
I meant bad guys. But I see
Yeah. Oh yes.
we've got several. All right. All right. Well, I'm going to target our nearest necromite.
All right.
Moving up to him, I shall draw mine rapier.
All right. So you slide past your halfling. You kind of step quickly over your small folk friend and slide past your stoat friend and draw your rapier.
And I have a 17.
That'll hit.
And that will do 1d8 plus 3.
Let's see.
That'll do 7.
How is rogue worded in this? How is sneak attack worded in Tales of the Valiant? Let's take a look. Let's learn together. You are a rogue, correct?
I am a rogue, yeah.
All right, sneak attack.
You know how to... Go ahead.
In order to strike and in order to exploit a foe's distraction once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6. Yep. You don't need advantage on the attack roll if the enemy of the if there's another enemy of the target within 5 feet of it. So you do get sneak attack on that. So it's 1d8 plus 1d6 plus 3.
Then that's 11.
All right, and so this thing, you run this through and it falls over dead.
I believe that's 6 for Nori, if anyone's keeping count.
Actually, that's 7 for Nori.
Oh, I'll take it.
Ooh.
All right, so this body crumples over, and then the necromite that was thoroughly damaged by Jellica will reach out, will try to hit you with its flail, Akra, because it can't do a ranged attack. 15 hits, right?
Yep.
So that'll be another 4 bludgeoning.
Okay. I am down to 5 HP.
And so you'll see Beldrin will barrel into the room. Get it? Barrel. Barrel into the room, kind of get their bearings. LOL. And seeing that you are being kind of buggered by this thing, will call down a spout of flame on it. See a dex saving throw. Wisdom saving? Dex saving throw. Let's see what a necromite's dex save is. +1. So they will fail. And they will take 1d8, 7. So that this pillar of this pillar of righteous fire will burn this necromite, and they'll say, "The Lord of Bones will take you," and he'll fall over dead. Angelica, you're up next.
Okay, where's the? How close is the closest one to me?
You can't see any right now.
Okay. I am going to use half my movement to move out into the room.
Okay. So you're out here.
And can I see any now?
Yep, and you see one standing at the bottom of the staircase.
Which is how far from me?
15 feet. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot that you're not on the map. My apologies.
It's fine.
So you step out into this kind of cubic 15-foot by 15-foot room, and directly to the right of where you had just entered, 5 foot off, there is a staircase leading down to a room with rubble and some water. And you see this haggard man sort of seems to be chanting an incantation.
I'm gonna aim at that one and take a shot.
Take your shot.
No way.
What did you get?
Perfect 20. So 27.
All right, so roll your damage. 2d8 plus 3.
Yes.
Or whatever.
Is there a crit mechanic in this game, or?
Yep, you roll two die for the weapon.
Okay. $19.
You bury this necromite. You drive this arrow straight through its chest, and it falls pinned against the wall. And
Nice.
there we exit initiative. So you sort of had this scuffle with a couple of necromites, and you hear that the sound as this final bowstring clinks. Dung! Seems to sort of resonate through the halls, going north and going east. You don't think it probably went through the wooden door to the east, or to the west. So, what would you like to do?
I guess look around the room that we just cleared out.
Okie dokie. So as you're looking around, it's a fairly plain room. In the room downstairs, it's a fairly kind of damp and dark room. Like there are some personal effects off to the sides, but it's nothing more than like common clothes, and just sort of detritus, a drinking cup, stuff like that. And it's this kind of solid wood. This solid stone room. There are pipes that sort of sit about 8 feet above your head as you're looking up. Otherwise, the room is pretty straightforward that way. And then as you look down into the next room, there is a partially collapsed crypt, and that there seems to be a body of a deceased person in this crushed crypt.
I'm not touching that. If anyone wants to go look at that body, that's on them.
That's what I will give you without a roll.
Acro will go and appraise the body, like to actually like investigate it.
All right, so give me an investigation check.
Sure. That's a 19 plus 1. That's 20.
So in the tomb, you find 3 books. One red leather book.
Okay.
One book that is dark brown or umber, but has a rune burned into the cover, and a third book that is made of a scaly reptile hide.
All right, so you said one red book, one brown book with a rune in the cover, and then a book with made out of reptile hide.
Rogan immediately takes interest when he notices you pulling out the books. It's low-key hovering around you, like he wants to touch the books, but he also doesn't want to take them away from you.
Akra just gives a curt little smile. It's like, Rogan, here you go.
Rogan excitedly takes the books and immediately begins flipping through them, trying to like identify them.
Right before you try to flip through the one, Akra's just, be wary of the one with the rune on it, perhaps, just in case.
Duly noted.
You will recognize you recognize very quickly as you're going through the red leather one. This is a spell book. You open the black kind of scaly hide one. You also recognize that this is a spell book. It seems to have some spells scribed into it. Do you open the one with the rune?
Can I identify the rune?
You want to do a ritual cast of identify?
I don't have identify. Is there a way I can use do an Arcana check to try and identify it?
Yep. Go ahead. Give me an Arcana check. And hey, this Arcana check brought to you by All on the Table and the Vigilantes Union. If you like superheroes, and I know you do, be real. You do. You should be watching Vigilantes Union. Some of the best superheroes you've ever seen. These heroes are so super, it will make you want to dance till the cows come home. All right, what was the roll?
It was a 17 plus 6, so 23.
You see it as sort of you recognize it as like something that a mage might use to mark their like property, but you don't see it as any magical heft to it.
All right, then I open it up.
And you recognize it as another spellbook. If you want to take you know, during a short rest, if you want to analyze and see what is scribed into them, you will be able to do so, one per short rest or all of them on a long rest.
Absolutely.
Cool beans. So that's that. Beldrin will come over to Accra and say, let me double check that he has that spell. He has Cure Wounds. He does. Cool. So he's going to walk over and say, you know, Gods be with you.
Did you roll a 1? All right.
I did roll a 1.
So that's a 1 HP cure wounds for Accra.
3. It's a 3. It's
it's a 3. Right.
It's a 4 because it's a +3 on the modifier. Or no? It's a 4. So you got 1 skull flail hit back.
Perfect.
Rogan comes in sort of with this like side eye and uses his field medic ability, which restores hit points equal to twice your con modifier. Acro.
Okay. It's twice my con modifier, so that's another 4. That's perfect.
Yep. There you go.
So we're back up a little bit here.
13. Beautiful.
All right, so we do that. So you have investigated you sort of look around. There doesn't seem to be anywhere else to go here. You've sort of investigated the area of Mirkul. You have the room, you have the Bane hallway, and then you have the open hallway.
I guess we go visit the Bane hall. Oh, sorry.
Oh, we're in agreement to the Bane.
All right, cool. So
to the Bane hallway.
As you approach that door, the door is very soft and rotten, and it swings open. You manipulate it quietly so that it doesn't make a lot of noise. And who's leading the group?
I can take point this time.
All right, so Nori kind of pressing forward, leading the group a couple steps ahead. Make a perception check.
I give the person at the head the torch.
Okay. Nori, do you want to carry a torch around? You have dark vision.
I have dark vision, so I don't need it.
So you make your way forward, and what are you doing as you're making your way down this hall?
Oh, my perception check was 15. You would ask for that.
Oh, yep. And so you hear 3 voices in the next room. One seems to be sort of pained. and the other seems to be interrogative, but you can't make out details.
All right, well, I think we should keep creeping forward. If Rogan could walk a little quieter through the water.
So you make your way as you are sort of in this dry area now, and you descend these stairs. You descend probably 5 or 10 stairs, and you walk along. You descend 5 or 10 stairs, and you walk along, and you see kind of coming up on your right is kind of a turnout into the room. How do you want to approach this? I'll move you on the game real quick. I need a fourth monitor. A third.
Who is our bear again?
It is Beldrin.
Okay, that's our absentee player.
Yep. So
Okay,
you're sort of here. So how would you like to?
I was going to say if it was one of my current co-party members, I was going to ask if I could piggyback on them and douse my torch.
They would be like, "Ooh," and just sort of nod.
Yes, I walk up to them, douse my torch, and crawl up on their back.
Okay, so you're riding along Beldrin's back. Cool. So you sort of have, and the voices are getting louder, and you hear distinctly sort of these three voices. One seems very pained, as though they were being made to feel a sensation they weren't enjoying. And the other two are sort of asking them questions about actually, no, these are very malicious people. They're sort of just torturing to intimidate. This is the Hune family will not cross the paths of the Dark Three after we send your head back in a box. Now, will they, Prince?
Ooh. Is my rose glowing at all? Or the bone
for
glowing?
Ball spawn. So in the time that you'd actually come there, you would have identified the bone as being capable of summoning kind of a skeleton to fight with you. You would have identified that. So that's what that does. The rose only seems to glow around ball spawn. And so you've been fighting people of Mirkul, and right now you're not really within 10 feet of anybody except for your party mates. So it is not glowing.
Good to know that none of my party mates are ball spawned.
It did not glow around the kind of haggard men in the room you just came from. They seem to be obviously of Mirkul.
Well, whisper to the party a prince. Perhaps we could get a reward for his rescue.
I'm down for rescuing in general. I don't like the sound of this.
Yeah, I rest my crossbow on the shoulder of Baldrin and just like aiming forward.
I wonder if this is the treasure. Yeah, let's go in there. Let's go beat him up.
All right. So how do you want to approach this? You're looking and kind of where Nori is standing. It's about a foot of water. So you would have disadvantage to be able to try to sneak up on them.
Could we do
if you wanted to like organize like running out and everybody taking a shot all at once, I would accept that as like a substitute. You can make a group stealth check and see if you can get surprise off.
Yeah, I think we should go for that.
Yeah, let's try.
Okay, cool. So what I am going to ask for is a which direction are you looking when you round the corner? So you round the corner, what direction are you going to be looking?
Can I roll perception to see if there's a way I could maybe tell where the noise is coming from?
Sure.
I have advantage on perception checks because of my not my heritage, my background.
Absolutely.
That's a nat 20.
So you hear pinging around. You can tell that the voices, you sort of figure everything out, and the voices are either coming from the south or from the west.
We can try looking towards the south.
I agree, south.
Let's do it.
All right. So, everybody make a group stealth check.
I'm at 22.
What's the attribute modifier?
Dex.
14.
13.
Oh, and I have to roll for Beldrin. I'm sitting here, and that's a nat 20 from Beldrin. So this is the quietest this little baby bear has ever been in his heckin' life. So they're proficient in that. So he's a 14. Okay, so you all see round the corner looking south. As you round the corner looking south, you see that there doesn't seem to be anything south. So Nori will kind of quickly make the adjustment and point west. And as you round the corner, Nori is first act, followed by Rogan, followed by Beldrin, followed by Jellica, followed by Akra. And we will, and this sort of, you see these two meanly dressed, these two like heavily armored flail or mace wielding warriors. One seems to be a good bit beefier than the other. Turn and start to face you and say, what the gods, they're female. What the gods have brought for us. What a wonderful thing. And your surprise round goes off. Make your attack rolls for me, please.
Short bow time.
22.
Hits. Which one are you shooting at? Top or bottom?
Always a top.
Relatable. All right, so shooting at the top, the bigger one, 22 hits. Damage.
1d6 plus 3. That is 8 piercing.
Okay. Okay, cool. We've done 8 damage so far. All right. Next up is Rogan.
Rogan is dropping asleep on them.
Okie dokie.
I'm trying to find it in the TOTV packet. It's having issues loading.
It's the same.
Okay.
It's still 5d8.
All right. I don't have enough d8, so I'm going to be using
Do you think? Just roll d8s until you're done.
Okay.
Hello, viewers. How you doing? This cast of the sleep spell is brought to you by zoos. Go to your local zoo, see a monkey, hang out with whales, go to ethical zoos that are run in a humane way because animals are cool. We love them.
Next week is Panda Pandemonium at the DC Zoo.
Panda Heck'n'monium. Let's go.
That's cool.
What
I
was the
got
total?
26.
All right, so the southern one falls. Well, now the southern one falls asleep. just goes right out like a light. All right, now, who's up next?
We
We lost Alex.
Acra, her shortbow shot was only a 5, so I'm assuming that does not hit.
Alrighty. Yeah, no, it does not. It kind of tings off of their metal armor. Jenny and Beldrin, or sorry, Alex and Beldrin. That's going to be a 20. That'll hit. Beldrin has to force a dexterity saving throw. It's a 19, so that'll save. So Alex's bow is a 5 plus 3 is 8. So that they will do 8 damage to this, and then we will go into initiative here. 20. Bop. And you got your sleepy bean. All right here. So, Jellica initiative will be.
Are we rolling new initiative?
Did we already roll initiative?
Sorry, from the previous combat.
Oh, yeah, we gotta reroll. Yep. So everybody again, let me roll for Beldrin. 16 plus 1. Anything, Acra initiative?
12.
Cool beans. Nori initiative.
17 for Nori.
And Rogan.
9.
Cool. All right. So, this one falls asleep. The other one turns at you. Jellica will take her shot. Actually, she'll drop bonus action. She'll drop a hunter's mark on this person. So it'll be a 1d6 plus 1d8. So it'll be 9 plus 3. That'll be another 12 damage. And this creature is looking far worse for the wear. Beldrin will force a dexterity save that it will fail for another 2 radiant damage. It is looking real bad. And Nori, you're up.
Yes, I'm going to continue with the bow here. That is a 16.
That will miss.
Oh, that'll miss.
Meet it, beat it. That'll dig itself lightly into the armor of this creature, of this
gentle
being.
kiss.
Okay, damage?
Sorry, I didn't realize I actually hit him.
Oh yeah,
All
yep.
right.
Sorry, I forgot. She doesn't wear a shield. She has a 2-handed weapon.
That is 6 piercing.
All right, this person is looking bad, and as they kind of their partner's sleeping, and as they come to, they're going to use their action to shake their friend awake, saying, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Stop!" And then they're also going to yell, "Flennis, come on! There's people here, but flaming fist, come on!" And will shout down the hall to the south, and then will sort of tuck themselves into this alcove here, giving themselves cover. Akra, it's your turn.
Okay. Akra is going to step forward 5, 10, 15, 20. And I can see only the one right now who's sleeping.
They are no longer sleeping. They were shaken awake.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'm going to move up here on the steps, and then we're just going to go ahead and do another lovely shocking grasp. Are they wearing metal armor?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. I then get advantage on this roll.
Advantagio. Hey.
Hey. This advantage is brought to you by electricity. Don't play with it. It's dangerous.
Electricity. When you're feeling when the lights have gone out on all your hopes, there's still electricity. Think about it.
That is a natural 20, so a 25.
That'll hit. So you roll 2d8 for your damage.
Let's go. 7 plus 4. 11 points of lightning damage, and since they were hit with this, they also can't take reactions. Yep.
Rogan, you're up. You see kind of diving forward after this a barrage of bolts just start to dumpster this big beefy marshal in the kind of center here. Akra runs forward, grabs onto this person's chainmail, and drives a tremendous amount of lightning through their body as this call for whatever Flennis is to be for help echoes throughout the chamber. And you are up.
Okay. Rogan's gonna move a little bit, try and get some visual. Can't quite see the person in the corner. Oh wait, no, I think I can see them from right here. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to roll. I'm going to cast a firebolt at them.
All right.
That is a 17 to hit.
That will hit.
Hey guys, sorry about that. My phone passed.
And that's
Welcome back.
10
Glad you're
damage.
back. 10 damage. All right. And so you put this thing in the dirt. This fire. How do you do it? Finally, Nori doesn't kill something. Mark it. First time in the campaign, Nori doesn't get the
a couple
kill.
things. He just doesn't keep count. I killed a wolf. He lit a wolf on fire.
Okay, so this is number 2 for Rogan.
Number 3. We killed one cultist and a wolf.
Number 3 for Rogan.
Yes. But no, they're just a pile of ashes.
Wicked. And so you will hear some skittering.
Oh no. That's
let it be known, chat and viewers, that only 2 of our party members have gotten kills this whole campaign so far out of 2 sessions. Just you keep us accountable and keep count of how many kills we all get this campaign.
All right. And so yes, it's very important that we keep kill counters. We are actually doing KDRs for this campaign, and our players will be rated at the end of it. We're going to be running professional Tales of the Valiant leagues after this. Be intermixed with Overwatch.
I don't think anyone's going to really be able to compete with Nori.
And then let's see here. They will. And so Akra, you'll see a flit of something skitter past. You'll see a figure move down the hallway, kind of just for a blink of an eye. You see a little swarm of rats, and you see stepping over it another being. Jellica, you're up. You have line of sight on one of the cultists that Akra is currently tangled up with, and that's what you can see in here. Alex, can you hear us?
I'm gonna attempt to not pin, kind of shoot the cultist.
All right,
Or
take your
whatever.
shot.
16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22.
That'll hit.
Eight.
All right, and so you see this is looking very rough. It seems to be barely holding on to life. And you see, apparently it's dead. All right, it died. Next up, it's still there. It has just a couple health left. Beldrin will run up and give it a clonk with their mace, with his mace. That is a... No, they would Sacred Flame it. All right, so that's a fail on the save, and then if they can... And then they get that, so that will kill it. So this pillar of flame will go up as Beldrin's kind of like meaty paw moves around and brings this pillar of flame down on this creature, and it just disintegrates into a pile of ash, and it's yelling until the end. It says, "The dead three will conquer all," and it's sort of burning up in this pillar of flame. Nori, you're up. You don't see any anyone moving. That creature was just absolutely dumpstered.
Dang, well, that's a bummer. I guess I'll move further into the room.
Okay.
I also, well, I have dark vision, but I can't see very much on my map.
Yep.
Um,
From there, you would be able to see like a sliver of a swarm of rats.
Not interested in a swarm of rats, I have to say. Are they like clumped together, forming like a rat man? Or are they sort of out individually spread around? So not really worth time to pick off a single rat.
It
Is that
is
all
it is a clump of rats. They are sort of one amalgamated rat being for our intents and purposes.
All right. Well,
oh, and I'm sorry. They are not just rats. My apologies. This is a huge mound of skeletal rats.
Ooh.
Yes, I forgot about that completely.
I guess I'll take a shot at them from a distance, of course.
Heck yeah.
Doesn't want to get too close to rats these days.
We love a skeletal rat pack.
That's actually when they finally start doing there's a Frank Sinatra joke in there, but I don't have it. Go ahead.
I have an 18.
That'll hit.
That's for 9 damage.
Cool. So it will... Great. So we'll take half of that. So as you kind of skewer one, but you don't seem to be able to, like, you're not doing as much damage as you think it would because of the nature of the swarm. Next up is Akra.
Okay, Akra's going to extend out and put out both her hands, and you see they kind of charge, and then she lets out this loud boom as she lets off a thunder wave in 15 feet in front of her, in that 15-foot cube in front of her.
Okay.
So each creature in a 50 or originating from you make a con save. A failed save, they'll take 2d8 thunder damage and push 10 feet away. On a successful save, they take half as much.
Okay. And so roll damage.
All right, and it was a DC 13. So
Yep. Roll damage.
yep, 2d8. So ooh, that's 11 damage.
And you see a number of skeletal rats just get shattered by this. And that is Ian. Anything else on your turn?
I think that is everything for now.
Cool. Rogan.
Alright, Rogan can't currently see the rats, so he's gonna like move here. I can sort of see them.
All right.
And then he's gonna just do another hello cat. He's going to do another firebolt.
Okay.
That's not hitting anything. That's not one.
All right, and so this firebolt kind of skitters off to the right and buries itself. So this swarm of skeletal rats, Nori dives for. Sorry, go ahead.
And then Rogan's moving back.
Okay, wicked. Show me where you want to move.
Right there.
Okay, cool. So Nori dives forward, drawing her bow once again that has absolutely been treating her like a treat. Him like a treat this entire time, and buries an arrow into this group of rats as Akra, growing tired of the people hiding behind walls from her, drives her hand into the ground, and this wave of thunder energy sort of shakes the room around you, making a huge amount of noise, but also dealing a huge blow to this pack of skeletal rats. As Rogan runs forward, skipping a little disc of flame across the water in this beautiful display that sort of sparkles off of these limestone walls. Next up is our rats. So they're going to run forward and just give a little nibble to Akra, who just loves to be in front.
Quick question.
Well, you thought I'd answer.
Actually, it might not. Nope, never mind. I rescind that. Continue. Sorry.
You rescind it? All right, let me see here. I have to pull up the Tova swarm of rats. Can't just use any old swarm of rats. Swarm of rats. Oh, I believe in you, computer. You can do it. Swarm. All right, we're going to go to animals, 168. Silly. All right, we're just going to go with what I have here. Sorry, Kobold Press. Google really just does not like your PDF. So they're going to dive. That is a 14 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, cool. So that they move like all around you, and as these bites start going off, there's significantly fewer of them, and they nibble at you. They nip at your heels, and you take 3 piercing damage. Awesome. Next up is soon to be Jellica. And so you'll see this creature figure kind of stumble out here. He points his finger at the wall just behind Nori, and everybody make a dexterity saving throw. Who knows what spell was just cast? If you know what spell was just cast, say it in chat. There's only one viewer right now. Never mind.
Yeah, I think I'm the one viewer.
All right, so we have what was everyone's save?
18.
That'll save.
16.
What was it, Akra?
6.
6.
Or sorry, yes, 6.
Okay, so that fails. Jellica, I have to roll. It's a 7. They fail. That's a nat 20 from Baldrin. As a fireball goes off. And so if you
Ooh.
failed, you take 24 damage. If you saved, it's 12.
Well,
Well,
I go
had a
down.
16. Was that a save or a fail?
16 was a save.
Okay.
What was you're down, Akra?
Yep, I'm down. It's not enough to outright kill me, luckily, but yeah, I'm unconscious.
Yeah, this is one of the grinderiest things at level 2 that's possible. And then this figure will step back into this hallway here. Jellica, barely they failed. They would be unconscious. Beldrin, looking at Akra, seeing that you're most in danger because you're surrounded by rats, will throw a healing word on you. So you come back with 5 HP.
Okay.
And then Beldrin will move to get in this guy's face over here. Nori, you're up.
Well, I have absolutely 0 healing talent. I don't see any threats on the map currently.
You have the swarm of rats around Akra's
The swarm of rats are still
prone
here.
body.
I see them
Yep.
now. All right, well, let's deal with that, huh?
All right.
Now, if I kill the rats, does that count as 1 rat, or does that count as multiple rats towards my kill count?
For kill count purposes, it will count as 1 swarm.
Swarm, all right.
Says an issue in D&D where in D&D optimization where it's a cheesy trick if you could just carry around a bag of rats and kill the rats, and that would proc the very powerful ability. And so I'm going to say kill count 1 swarm. What was your hit?
I have a 19
That'll hit.
for 8 damage.
All right, and it seems to take reduced damage from what you would think it would be. So as after this flame fills this whole area, kind of shaking the soot off of his very fine clothes, he knocks another arrow and buries another couple rats, kind of thinking, oh, you could you put this on the grill, you could have some rat kebabs. So kind of like head surrounded by rats at this point. Akra prone is surrounded by rats, and it is her turn.
Awesome. Well, her eyes dart open. She is now more singed than she was before. She will take half her movement to stand up, and then pull from her kind of herbal pouch a plant and quickly crush it into her hands, casting poison spray out at the rats.
Wicked, and that is a dex save.
Con
save. That's a 10 plus. Yeah, it's a 9. Cool.
So that's a fail.
They're gonna fail.
They take 1d12 poison. That is a 7.
And so you splash this very potent poison all over these skeletal rats, and you learn that skeletal rats, unfortunately, are immune to poison, as they seem completely unaffected by this potent poison you sprayed all over them.
Okay, cool. Well, as a bonus action, Akra is going to use her nature's gift on herself to bestow some healing. So
Wonderful.
she will get roll a number d4 is equal to your bonus, so 2d4.
So
2, so 4. She recovers 4.
wonderful. So Jellica is barely holding on to. It's currently in death saving throws. Rogan, you're up. You see a few skeletal rats that just shook off a big blow of poison damage, and you saw Beldrin kind of run back into the cave to tangle with whatever this creature was hand to hand. What would you like to do?
Do the rats look like they're close to death?
There's like 2 left. If there was like 20 before, there's like 2.
Okay. He a little bit conflicted, but he decides that the rats need to go down. He'll try and save Jellica next round. He's going to cast a firebolt at the rats.
All right, take your shot.
That is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is 7 points of damage.
All right, so the rat kebabs that that Nori had been so artisanally preparing for you are now very well cooked.
Right.
So that is anything else?
He's going to move in front of Jellica and try and block any damage that might go her way.
Cool. All right. So we have this guy here. He is not happy that he has someone in his face. Let's see here. Yeah. So he is going to is going to teleport 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you hear a kind of a magical pop. And then he will throw a you'll hear a kind of scream come out from Beldrin as kind of a hand wraps itself around Beldrin's neck and sort of scrapes him down. She's looking pretty worse for the wear, and then this caster will run down the hall. Next up is Jellica, who is making death saves. Okay. Next up is Beldrin. Oh, this is GM Molly playing D&D with herself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can Beldrin see? Does Beldrin have dark vision? What does Beldrin actually have? All right. And then taking a torch from his satchel, he'll spark it up and blaze it. And we'll spark another torch. Actually, you know what? Jellica probably would have handed off her torch. She was trying to get it out of her hands. So 15. Okay. Then can't really see from where they are. They'll just keep running forward. And so you hear the kind of giant bear body of Beldrin just kind of charging forward after something down the hall. Nori, you're up.
All right, I would like to chase after after Beldrin.
Okay. So you make your way down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay. And so you're there. And what would you like to do? Yep. So you do that.
Okay. I don't see anything, so I just
You
in the
don't?
darkness. Oh, now I see them.
Yep.
Ah, excellent. Well, I would like to now pull out my rapier since we're much closer to this Master of Souls rather than continue using my bow.
From where you are still in from where you would be able to get. You are kind of Beldrin is between you and the Master of Souls.
Okay.
You would need a little bit more movement if you wanted to get in melee.
If I had dashed, would I have made it there?
Yes. 100%.
All right, then can I retroactively use my my dash, please?
Absolutely. So you do that, you get in melee range.
Yes, excellent. Thank you. That was my cunning action, my second level rogue feature.
Ooh. What a cunning action.
That is a 14 plus a 7. That is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
All right. Let's see what I can do. That's 7 damage.
All right, cool. You do that. And did you add your sneak attack?
I didn't add my sneak attack. Thank you for reminding me that I have that.
Mechanics. We are.
Ooh, that was a 6.
Heck yeah! This guy is looking. When you first saw him for the blip before you were wreathed in flame, this beard is mottled now. You drove your rapier directly through his shoulder, and the blood and the beard seems to be catching in this throne as this heavy kind of bone necklace seems to be dragging this man down. Akra, you're up.
Okay, so can I see the lantern or like the torch front that Beldrin has?
Yep.
Okay, I want to head towards the torch.
All right, you do that.
Once I get close enough, do I see this this Master of Souls? Cool.
Yep.
Then I'm going to go ahead and take a short bow shot at them.
All right. Let me see let me position you.
I'd probably try to stay 10 feet away if possible.
Okay, you do that.
Cool.
Take a shot.
All right. Here we go. That is a 13 to hit.
Hits.
Cool. 4 points of piercing damage.
All right, cool. We're whittling him down bit by bit. Actually, you know what? He's gonna cast shield.
Okay.
Because he would.
Sounds good.
All right, Rogan, you're up. What are you doing?
Rogan is going to be using first aid to his field medic ability to stabilize Jellica. She's now up with 1 health point.
All right, cool. So she's alive. What else would you like to do?
He's going to start heading down where he saw Beldrin go down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he's going to end right here.
Yep, and you see in front of you the torchlight from Beldrin
Yeah.
in front of you.
And you can see the edge of Acra.
Wicked. And so for those of you, Nori, what is Nori gonna marinate the kebabs in? What do you marinate your rat kebabs in, Max?
Oh, I do my rat kebabs with like a lemon pepper garlic.
Oh,
The
yeah.
tang really helps like tenderize that tough rat meat.
Heck yeah.
Hide the sewer flavor too.
Trev, do you have any cooking tips for our viewers before we close?
Yeah, for rat kebabs, I like to do a nice sesame garlic marinade and cook them low and slow on the grill for 45 minutes to an hour. They get real crispy, real charred, and can't go wrong with that.
Wonderful. Any thoughts, Harmony?
Burnt to a crisp.
Just like a good marshmallow.
Mhm.
Yep, with lots of red pepper.
That's I also want to burn my tongue off when I'm eating rat meat. So this has been another wonderful session of Tales of the Valiant in Avernus. Hopefully we will have some better connection for Alex or Jenny, and we will be back with Viara next week. But if you were with us, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. If you're participating in chat, thank you so much. We're so excited to be getting this channel up and off the air. Again, I am GM Molly. You can find me at mollyhitsdifferent.com. Please make sure that you check out the playlists for the Concord, which is my show that is all pre-recorded on YouTube. You can find that at youtube.com/allonthetable-RPGs. Trev, do you have any plugs that you would like to make?
As I said last week, you can find me in most social medias at Trev Tells Tales. Currently working on a second graphic novel right now and other exciting projects that I'm not ready to talk about yet. So, as always, you can also find me on some of the Concord shows as well, and maybe some in the future. So,
here's hoping. Max, any plugs? Pandemonium
I'd like
Week?
to plug fall. It's a nice thing that's happening for us right now that we should all enjoy.
Big fall fan. Big fan of fall.
I'm right there with you.
Love it. Harmony, any plugs?
No plugs tonight. Just happy to be here.
All right, Wicked. And make sure that you check out VRVT. I believe that they are on YouTube. So make sure you check them out. Really cool work over there. And make sure you check out all of the other amazing stuff. I know that this Saturday, Dana from Drinking with Dana is going to be doing a play of the game called Quest, which is a really cool medieval fantasy, but it's kind of like here where killing sentient life is an okay thing to do. And so it's like, what are those adventures like? And so it's something that she's really excited to bring forward to y'all. And I hope that you all can join us Saturday at 3 p.m., Saturday, September 30th, here on the Table Twitch. Thank you so much and have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye.
Bye.